Good evening and welcome to the Strawberry Patch. This is an exciting family tradition that we're planning, and we'll be here in a very short time. I have a very special lady with me today. This is Vicki Kelly, and she's serving as the president of the Strawberry Festival this year. And before we get started, I always like to give a plug to Tenerton Auto. They're the sponsor for all of our strawberry patches this year. So if you have a vehicle and you need something done to your vehicle, you need an inspection, you need to have your tires checked, whatever it is, Tenerton Auto, located here in Tenerton, will be more than happy to talk with you about your vehicle. You can reach them at 304-472-2174, and that's Tenerton Auto right here in Tenerton. Okay, Vicki, tell us what's going to happen.
Well, we have a lot of exciting stuff planned for the festival this year.
My glasses are sliding again.
We have a lot of different things going on. We have some things coming back last year by popular demand. The big thing is the Wild West show and the horse and carriage parade. Those are biggies from last year that we did, and everybody seemed to enjoy them.
And I think we might even have some more this year. It looks like it's going to grow.
Yes, they said that we do have several more than we had last year, so hopefully that's a good thing. I mean, we really appreciate it too.
Everybody enjoyed the horse and carriage parade last year, and you don't want to come to town without coming in early. We've got something going on all day, starting at about 11 o'clock. The CEO clubs, and I'm going to give that information because we haven't done that yet. On May 11th, that's our big Wild West Day and horse and carriage parade. There's going to be all kinds of horses in town and carriages of all different shapes and sizes. And we have the CEO clubs are with the extension agency here in town. I think we're losing something right there. We're losing our flag. Let's just take it down. Whimsical Treasures, American Finance, Chase Bank, Sherry's Hairport, and Hunter Law Office. Those are the locations where they're going to be. So Tenerton CEO Club will be involved at Whimsical Treasures. Modern Homettes will be in front of American Finance. The Thomasville CEO Club in front of Chase Bank. Pringle Tree will be in front of Sherry's Hairport, and Mount Nebo will be at the Hunter Law Office. Now, in addition to all of these CEO clubs, we're going to have entertainment, and we have several folks that are going to be the open case performers. And if you're downtown and you see a sign that says open case performance and the sign is with that group or that person, they like donations, and we let them take those donations home. So we've got Jim Snyder, Ricky Mortis and the Stiffs, Dino Manzino, Richard Dean, and he's from Braxton County, out of town. Cool. Robert Russell and his band. The Shantytown Circus Troupe will be back. And then Warren Cobb and Cross Generations. So those are going on from 11 to about 4:30, or about the time that the horse and carriage parade starts. Now, that's not all, because if you come down, if you know the vicinity where the carnival's going to be, up a little bit or right across the street from the post office, those two locations, right above the post office as you turn off Main right down Spring, that's where we're going to have the horse and carriage rides. And we just had all kinds of people wanting to ride horse and carriages. There is a fee, and I can't tell you what that is. I don't know. But I do know that the money that's collected for that is used for Mr. Postlethwaite, who brings all those in. It goes into a cancer fund for one of his family members. So it's money that's used for something worthwhile. But Art Postlethwaite is the one who does the Wild West show. They're going to have the Dalton Boys with a gunfight. They'll have a bullwhip act, a trick shooting, kids gun safety, Western lookalikes, and that's hilarious, and much more. And they're going to bring in more of a scenery effect to it. So that's going to be a really neat time, too, and that'll be going on different times through the day. The Wild West show, that's in the Jawbone Park area. Their shows are going to be from 11 to 11:30, and then 12:30 to 1, 2 to 2:30, and 3 to 3:30. Horse and carriage rides will be 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And now all of these horses and carriages get ready for the parade. So after the parade, they come back, and those poor little horses just run all day. So from 6 to 8 or till dusk, they won't ride after dark. So those are some of the things that we're going to have on May the 11th. And you know something that tops off the day. So tell us a little bit about that.
Also, on May the 11th in the evening, after the horse and carriage parade, around 8:30, the doors are going to open at the Moose, and we're going to be having the Queen's Ball again this year. And it's sponsored by C.J. Martin and Martin Oil. And we are be featuring Rick Kay and the All-Nighters will be the band.
Do they play all kinds of music?
Pretty much. They're very entertaining. They have a wide variety of music, and most people really like them really well. They have a good following, so hopefully we'll have a good crowd. We have tickets on sale several places here in town. I know Diane's Hallmark has them.
Hometown Market, Legends, Crisscross Sales, and you said Diane's Hallmark. I'm missing somebody. We'll look it up.
Yeah.
But those are some of the places that you can get
And
them.
the tickets are $15 per person or $25 a couple. We will be just doing finger foods that night. We'll just be having snack foods all evening. We hope everybody can come out and enjoy us. I know there's a lot of stuff going on that night with a lot of other activities in town, such as prom and Mother's Day weekend and all.
I didn't realize prom
So,
was that night.
yeah, so.
Well, Mom and Dad could come to this while the kids go to the prom.
And like I said, we've had them before, Rick Kay and the All-Nighters, and everybody seems to have a wonderful time when they're here. And hopefully it'll be a kickoff to the festival. And we just hope to see everybody there. And we will be selling tickets at the door if we have them available.
Now, there's also a silent auction, isn't there?
Yes, we're doing a silent auction. Several different businesses here in town have donated things, so we will be doing that as well.
And the dress is just a little bit more than casual.
Yeah, well, yeah, no jeans. They can't wear blue jeans. We're doing shirts with collars and dress pants.
But they don't have to wear a tie.
No, we're not doing ties or gowns or anything like that. Of course, you know, the queens and them will be dressed up probably a little more. But
and this is a good time for the folks to... Now, is last year's queen going to be there?
Yes, and this year's queen-elect.
Queen-elect, yeah, because she won't be crowned till Wednesday night.
Right.
And so will the king. So that's going to be a really nice kickoff to the rest of the week. And we don't want to forget the horse pull, which is on Sunday, May the 12th. So you could take Mom or Grandma to the horse pull, take them to lunch, and then bring them out there. So there's some really neat things going on then. And I believe, isn't the gift shop open at that point?
Yes.
And tell everybody where that's located.
The gift shop will be located on Main Street. It is in the old Trump's building, which is pretty much across from First Community Bank, I think.
It's between the courthouse and the bank.
So it's across the street, though. So look for our signs, and hopefully you'll be able to come by and
The windows are all
shop.
decorated. I stopped by there today, and it looks really nice. So that takes us through Sunday, and then Monday is sort of time to get everything ready, so to speak.
Ready to roll.
Now, I know there is a question, and we might as well address it. Are we going to have a different location for our office or our headquarters?
We are still working on that at this point, so actually that's kind of still up in the air. We are still looking for a place to have our headquarters. We're having a little difficulty getting a trailer, so we are still working on that. So that's still up in the air.
So just watch for signs, and we'll try to get it to you, get it on the news or in the paper or whatever. We've got time maybe to do that.
Well, if we can't have it at the location we've always had it, we will be putting up signs letting you know where it is located.
Okay.
But that's just kind of been one of our issues this year is we are trying to find a little headquarters to use. So
you know, people sometimes don't understand all the difficulties that you run into. It's not just the fact that people won't loan you things. It's a matter of the law and the rules and regulations for insurance and the different business laws. So things are not like they used to be.
No, definitely
you
not.
have to do a lot of checking and trying to get things done the way they're supposed to be done according to the law, and that's what we have to do.
Lots of changes.
Lots of changes. I want you to talk a little bit about our Spirit Award winner. Tell people what that is, how they're selected, and who we have this year.
Our Spirit Award is selected by the Board of Directors for the Strawberry Festival, and we look at someone who's really been supportive of the festival, has donated a lot of time, a lot of products, a lot of, their equipment, things like that.
And they're not on the board.
Yeah, they're not on the board. It's just someone who just enjoys helping us, is always there when we're in a crunch. We need something really fast. We can call and say, hey, can you give us this? Or we need this. And this year's winners is Jim and Sharon Strader of Buccaneer Trucking. And they have been excellent in the past. When we've needed a generator, we've needed lights, we've needed stages. All we have to do is call and say, hey, Jim or Sharon, we need, and they're usually right there to help us. He never asks us for, money or anything like that. He's just always willing to give us stuff. And that's kind of why we picked a husband and wife team this year, is because they both...
That isn't the first time. We've done that before.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's an organization, or sometimes it's a man. It can be a woman. It can be... the first one I think that we gave might have been to the Lions Club, who began this whole adventure that we're on with the Strawberry Festival. So Jim and Sharon are very deserving.
Yeah.
And I think they'll do a really good job. And I was going to try to tell you that the Lord and Lady have been picked, and it's Mr. and Mrs. Baxa, Brannon and Ann Baxa.
Okay.
So they'll be riding in the parade. I talked with them yesterday at the Senior Center, and they're all excited. They've done it before.
Good.
So they sort of know what they're up against.
That's good.
One thing that's new this year that I really want to push, because if you don't take the time to come to this, and there's plenty of time to do this as well as the Party Gras. So we're hoping folks will come to the Band Fest show. There won't be an outside event this year at the Ross Stadium. It's going to be in the Creative Arts Center on College Avenue, and there's only 372 seats, I believe. Over 100 of those have already been sold. So we're going to get tickets made, and we'll take ticket sales at the door if we have room. So this is going to be exceptionally good. We have the Primetime Brass coming from Rochester, New York, and they're sort of like Capitol Brass, and I believe they're going to entertain at the Party Gras as well, but I think they're Friday night, and this band show is on Saturday night. Sebastian, do you know anything about Sebastian?
Well, not a whole lot. He is going to be our parade marshal. Okay. I do know that. And I think he played on one of the TV programs, America's Got Talent.
I think or one of those shows. He was a runner-up, I think, and has a mariachi band. He's only about 10, I think. Very much involved in music. I did do a little bit of work on trying to get something written up about him, and he's been singing since he was 5. And he loves to sing, and his motto is, if I can look in the audience and I see someone crying or someone laughing, I know I've touched their heart.
That's a good motto.
So, yeah, and so he's going to be in both parades, the Thursday night and Saturday's parade. He will be entertaining which night?
I think it's Friday or Saturday.
Yeah,
I
think I left that paper someplace else. I can't remember everything. I think I'm supposed to.
It's a lot to remember.
But anyway, Sebastian will be there with his mariachi band, and Junkanoo is a dance troupe out of the Legends, and the Legends are coming from the Bahamas. They've never been here before. That's going to be a real treat for everybody. So Junkanoo, I'll try to have to remember that. Then United Alumni Drum and Bugle Corps from Canada is coming back. Everybody loves that group. They'll be in the parade on Saturday as well. And also the Legends will be in the parade on Saturday. South Philly Vikings Fancy Brigade, they're a group out of the Mummers. So they're going to be here, and they'll be performing. DC Different Drummers Marching Band from Washington, D.C. They've never been here before. And oh, am I excited about this one. You need to come and just to see this. The Calvary Fiddlers. They're from Calgary, Canada. Absolutely phenomenal. They're all ages, and can they play music? So you'll want to come and listen to them. The American Original Fife and Drum Corps from Washington, D.C. will be here. So that's the lineup, and the tickets are only $5 a person. Probably will be over a little bit after 9, so you'll only miss about 15 minutes or half an hour at most of the Party Gras. And the Party Gras is going to be Friday night and Saturday night. Can you tell us some of the folks that are going to be entertaining?
We have Matt Enoch. I think I have pronounced that right. He will be singing on Saturday night, and he does a really good job. He used to sing in South of the River Band, and they kind of split up, and he broke away from that. He has several CDs and things, so I think you guys will really enjoy him a lot. He's very entertaining. Then we have Mr.
T.
Mr. T.
Is he Saturday night?
I'm not sure which night which is which, but
I think I forgot
he's scheduled to come and sing, and I think he's a local guy.
Well, yes, I've heard him, and he's very good. He's sort of country, has a country flair to his music.
And I think there's a lot of other things planned on Main Street that night as well, both nights. We are looking at doing the fireworks again.
And people can see that from Main Street, so you want to stay downtown for the
And that'll be on Saturday night. So,
and then is Brandon Stover on Friday?
Yes, Brandon's on Friday, I think, and Matt's on Saturday.
Okay.
And our main stage will be located down at Vendor Alley, where they were last year. That'll be our main stage again.
That's on Spring Street. If you remember, well, as you're going to the Salvation Army, it's down that way. And then Carnival's down the other way from Spring. So if you're going to Vendor Alley, you want to go left. If you're going to the Carnival, go right.
Yeah, a lot of people's been asking where the Carnival's going to be, and it's pretty much the same place it was last year. That's always a big question, is where the Carnival's going to be. So
it was very visible last year, and I really think it's one of the best lineups we've had as far as people being able to. It was just a real festive flair, and you could see the little kids riding. You could go around the corner, and there were thousands of people at that stage listening. And our vendors are coming in, aren't they? Open at noon on Wednesday. And we have parades for everybody. We've got a youth parade, which is our junior royalty parade, on Thursday evening at 6:30. And then on Friday night, we salute the firemen, and we have firemen from all over the country coming in for this. So the fire trucks and the emergency squads and the sheriff's departments, they'll all be coming down. I hope we don't have any problems, but we sure would have a lot of folks here to help if we did. And then on Saturday, we have, tell us, do you know much about the Strawberry Run? I don't know a whole lot about it other than where it is. And
yeah, the Strawberry Run will take place just pretty much the same course it has always been. We do have a group of kids from the middle school, I do believe. They are going to be running in honor of the Boston.
Oh, really?
They'll have on different colored shirts and stuff, but they've wanted to run in honor of the Boston.
Oh, that's really
thing
nice.
that happened, and they're real excited about that. So we have that going on.
Do you remember what the price is for the?
It's $12 is the entry fee.
Now, is it less or more after the sign up? If you sign up early, it's a little. I think it's $1 less. But
I'm not sure. I think it's $12. Is what I saw on the application.
Now, I know that those who sign up early have a chance for a T-shirt.
Yes.
And I believe it's from 10 to noon. Is that the sign up at Academy School? I believe that's the time. It'll be in your schedule of events, and that'll come out in the newspaper. Both the Record Delta and the Intermountain are doing a pull-out section, and they're going to be free. So if you don't get either newspaper, you can find them at different locations downtown, and that gives you an overview of the festival. We're trying to get information in as quickly as we can. I believe one of them, the Intermountain, I think comes out on the 9th, which is right before the Horse and Carriage Parade, and it covers the whole time. Now the Record Delta is putting one out for the weekend of the Horse and Carriage Parade, and then they're putting another one out festival event week. So, and we have our first thing for the festival official opening is on Wednesday, and that's the opening ceremonies where the king and queen-elect light the flame, and that's at 12 noon.
I think so,
And then that evening, you'll want to come to West Virginia Wesleyan College to Wesley Chapel. At 6:30, there's a pre-coronation concert with a brass quintet, which is very, very good. And then at 7, a real nice pageantry atmosphere with the crowning of our king and queen-elect. And our queen, can you give me her name? It's, is it
I'm not sure.
I've got them all mixed up on my head. I know Steve Butler is our king-elect, and his son has been king.
Yes.
So it's sort of in the family, and he's real excited about doing this.
Yes, he's very excited.
And we have a new teen, and she is a sister to last year's queen. So it's just in the family. Everybody's having a good time. So there's just so many things to do, and we're trying very hard to keep the costs down. We know the economy's not great, and it takes a lot of money to put this festival on.
A lot of money.
And we could still use some more, couldn't we?
Yeah, if anybody wants to sponsor anything, please give us a call at the festival office, and we'd be more than happy to have you sponsor one of our events. We still have several events that's not sponsored. And, you know, a lot of people don't understand that we are one of the very few festivals that don't charge for a lot of our stuff.
Oh, even seats along the parade route. Many places you have to pay for a location to sit.
You have to pay to watch the entertainment. You have to pay to do everything. So we are still one of the very few festivals that do offer a lot of free entertainment, a lot of things for all of the family to do that doesn't cost, and it kind of, you know, is still a family tradition for everybody.
And even if we do, for example, if you want to enter the Strawberry Idol or be in the parade, there's several different things that you might need applications for, and you can log on to our website at www.wvstrawberryfestival.com, pull those off, and I'm telling everybody, please either fill it out and mail it back, or fill it out and hand deliver it to one of us, because there are problems sometimes with the internet and places A to B, there's something lost in the middle. And if you're going to be in one of these events, we want you to be able to do that. Now for Strawberry Idol, Gospel Night is Thursday evening, Festival Week. That's the 16th, is that right? Thursday? I get my days mixed up. I think it's the 16th.
Yes.
And that's at the Courthouse Plaza at 8:30. And you can sign up that day if there's room. I think she takes as many as she can.
She prefers you to sign up prior to.
Right, and that way she has an idea. Deborah Wilson is working with that, and I believe Natalis is the sponsor for that.
I think
so. And they're going to get a nice prize. There's a money check that you get if you're the winner. So Thursday night is Gospel Night. Friday night is open class, and that's at 8:30, and then the finals are on Saturday at 5:30. And, you know, if you don't want to be involved with singing, bring your lawn chair down and listen. I mean, we've got some great entertainers. It's free. You don't have to pay a cent. The coronation is free. Yes, we do have to charge for the carnival, but that's something we bring in, and they have to pay their help as well. But the party gras downtown are free. You can come and both nights and be there from 9 till midnight, watch the fireworks, listen to all the entertainment. You might want to pay for a little treat to eat or to drink, which we have our vendors, and they would like to make a little money to take home with them. So what we've tried to do is to keep the costs down on things, even if we have to charge. Like the band fest is $5 a person. So we do try to keep it within everybody's economy, you know, because when you bring the whole family, if you have 4 or 5 children, that's expensive.
Yeah, it is,
especially when you get tickets. And I don't know what the family night is for the carnival. Hopefully we'll have that.
Usually on Wednesday. Usually.
And they'll be here starting at I think 6 on Monday evening, and they finish up at about 6 on Sunday. So watch, and they're going to have different times. I'm trying to get that in the paper as soon as we get it. Schedule of events will come out in this pull-out for both newspapers, and it's pretty up to date.
Hopefully.
We've got to just, well, yeah. Now, your brochure is another guideline you can use, and you can pick those up in various places. There are some changes because it was put out early, but those things happen. Things come and things go. Sometimes I was telling somebody last week, we have to have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C, and then D if the others don't work. So what else, as president of the festival, what else would you like to tell the folks out there?
I just hope everyone can come out and have a good time, enjoy what we've offered, what we're bringing in, enjoy your family, make new family traditions, and just have a good time.
Well, and a lot of people do use this as a homecoming. They'll come to Buchanan and stay, and we're encouraging folks to go out and decorate their lawns and their porches and their doors. And I have seen a lot of strawberry steaks.
Me too.
That's exciting. So the town is getting into it as well. One thing I will mention, if you're traveling the week of festival, you need to try to avoid, with your car or your truck, you need to avoid Madison Street coming up Spring like you usually do with the courthouse, or not the courthouse, but the post office, because that will be blocked off because of the carnival and various things. So you might try to think of another route to go. And the same thing with the folks who live along the parade route, especially where it is lined up. Camden Avenue is one, Pocahontas, I think Marion they use, and Randolph Street. You might look at those streets, and if you live there, if you can park behind your house, or if you can park in the driveway rather than right on the street, that will make it easier for you to get in and out, because we do line them up early.
Very early.
I'm trying to think of something we've missed. I'm sure we have. The sponsors, always want to give a salute to our sponsors. There's a lot of them. Jody read those last week. They'll be in the program book. The program book, we hope, will be here by next Friday before the Horse and Carriage Day, but it depends on the printing because it's done away from here, and if we can get it, we've been working double time, and I have to say a special thank you to Ron Williams and Brian Blankenship. They have just been working all hours trying to get all this information, and our pageant was a little late this year, so that's all the royalty that has to go in there, and all the last-minute sponsors and the memberships. It's a pretty big deal, folks, to try to put together a production like this.
Yeah, it is. It takes a lot of work, a lot of team effort.
And we need volunteers.
And a lot of community support.
Right.
A lot of community support.
I think it's important to say a special thank you to not only our sponsors, but all those folks that volunteer and come out and support the festival. That's why we do it. We want to showcase our community. We want people to have a good time, and that makes us feel like what we've done is worth it.
Right.
And
there's always going to be problems. There's always going to be something somebody forgot. But, we do try our best to make sure we have everything covered from A to Z, trying not to forget anything. So,
and we've even been working with the OES, is it OES? OEM. And that's to make sure that everything's covered in case of an emergency.
A disaster, or
so
anything
we're
like
pretty
that.
well prepared for things like that. Hopefully, you do your best. And we just want everybody to come and have a good time. And I want to thank you for coming this evening.
Welcome.
I know you have been working very hard. And, that's another thing. Most of our people who work on the board have full-time jobs. And
most of us. Almost all of us, but one or two.
And the ones who are retired work pretty hard, too. But we just want you to come and have a good time. If you have questions, we don't have the phone manned in the office, but we do have it hooked up so that every call you make will get an answer. It may not be 10 minutes after you call, but as soon as the person receives your message, you will be called back. And that number is 304-472-9036. So if you have questions and you're not sure about something to do with the festival, you can give us a call. And if you call and say you want to do something with the parades, you might just say, I'm calling about the Grand Feature Parade or the Junior Royalty Parade. I need this question answered. And then the person who's in charge of that will get that message and call you back. And we're pretty busy, so it might be a few hours, it might even be a day, but hopefully everybody will receive a phone call answering your question the best we can.
If not, call back.
If not, call back, that's right. Or I don't mind having phone calls, and none of us do, but when they're filtered to the right person, that lessens a little bit of the load of all the phone calls that one receives. So the festival's going to happen May the 11th through the 19th. We're hoping, and we're betting on good weather.
I hope.
Yeah, we need
good weather.
We need good weather, and we're hoping you'll come and be a part of it. So until next week, we're going to do another strawberry patch, I think, next week. I want to thank Tennerton Auto for making these strawberry patches available and letting you see some of the folks behind the scenes of the West Virginia Strawberry Festival. The theme this year is an exciting family tradition, and we really want you to be a part of it. So till next week, you have a nice evening.